Hey Johnny, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep. Cool. I just started the streams.
Oh, okay. Gonna be competing with Full Metal's Rebel game.
Oh yeah.
The 14 people that watch that.
I'm actually surprised how few people watch Rebel games. I would expect it
Yeah,
to be more.
yeah. You expect with like what 600 coaches in the league, somebody would care.
Yeah, definitely more than they do. But then again, the same with the CCL. There with like over 3,000 coaches playing. Even Artemis is as popular as he is. It only gets like 100 or so. So
Yeah. Well, even when it was the World Cup, they only had like 700. So
I think it goes to show you that the demographics is people who are not equipped to know most of this new technology.
yeah.
I'm trying to find a league here. Is it Blitz Pit?
Uh, I think it's Blitz Pit.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't think there's a dot on it.
Yeah, here's the teams. So let's start with the teams. There's still got about 5 more minutes left to play before the game starts. And let me just
Yep.
see if people are on. I know Crucifer's on. Check with Veggente. Doesn't look like he's on yet. Unless it's
Yeah.
a lowercase. Nope. Alright, so let's look at, let's go with Crucifer first. It's his team. I've never actually ever seen him play humans ever. So it'll be interesting how he plays them.
He'll probably play him just like he does Chorfs and just try to kill shit.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised he doesn't have a dirty player. Um, he didn't pick a dirty player. He has 3 guard, less than the typical builds. Like Jimmy's teams tend to be very guard heavy. Like it's an example of another coach that's comparable in ability that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he went with less guard, so he's probably going to focus more on movement, and he's mighty blow heavy, which may not be a good thing deep down as he goes further down into the rounds. If he does, at least at least he gets one more game after this. But
Mm-hmm.
but definitely against Vegente's team, it's going to be actually better because AV7 Pro Ls, who's going to be. It's almost like he kind of knew who he's going to play almost.
I don't know. It's kind of weird playing like with like a NAF style. Like if you're playing in CCL, you pretty much go guard first, everybody. But when you only have what 8 skills to choose or something like that, you can't really do the guard spam.
Yeah, yeah. Normally, I played humans quite a bit in CCL, and I'd go guard first, and except for just one player, and that one player is a designated killer, and just
Yeah, just go mighty blow first on the one blitzer.
yeah, like if he had a team, if he was playing Notorious with his 11-man orc team with like 8 guard, he would have a terrible day.
Yeah.
All right, so assuming you get normal dice, like obviously Blood Bowl is silly and it doesn't really matter what you plan. Sometimes he just says no. So yeah, so that's his team, and it's a typical, other than maybe a guard or two difference between swap between Mighty Blow. He's basically got a typical human team. He's got 13 players.
Yeah.
Let's go with C now. Where's Veggente? Oh, there he is. Pro Elves. Now, what's interesting here is that I have been surprised at the fact how few Elf teams beyond Dark Isles have been played in this tournament, and with now I guess with Gdanik's rule changes, people are more compelled to play them. One thing with this team, there are no really issues with the blitzers, with the sidestep, dodge, guard. He did pick a leader on his thrower. I think he is, in my personal opinion, is that he's doesn't have enough catchers. You probably want to have 3 catchers, and none of them have dodge, which is interesting.
I think he was playing against the tackle. He's like, you can't tackle me if I don't have any dodge.
Yeah, expectation that there's a lot of tackle, so it's kind of a more of a skill optimization. But again, with respect to just he may not be fast enough because he's actually going to be as fast, or the humans are going to be as fast as Veggente's Pro Elves because he only has 2 catchers. So yeah, so we'll see how it goes.
1 or 2 removals on Veggente's team, and he's pretty much got a cake day.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. Again, Veggente is a multiple, I think 4-time Blood Bowl Tactics champ, and based off of his record in CCL, he's actually in multiple tournament leagues. He's actually considered a very, very good coach. I haven't seen him play ever. Hello, Gdanik.
Heard of him.
But from reputations and just from talking with him with Agon strategies and tactics, he
seems very confident in his abilities.
Yeah, too, which is the case for a lot of good coaches. It's not to say that bad coaches are not confident, but
sometimes their confidence is misplaced, but
yeah.
or undeserved, I should say.
But oh, there he is, Veggente. So let's just see if eventually they'll start. They're probably in the inducement phase or just. Yeah, it should be fine. It's really a case of the easy removals might be the deciding factor in this game, but both of them are very good. So if dice are normal, it's probably going to come down to either a time-based decision error or just a typical 2-1 grind, depending on who controls the turns the best.
Yep. Right. I know in my 2 games we did for Blitz Pits 1, it was with K-Folk, and he was down to like 6 players by turn 5 both games. So neither one of those were worth analyzing or commentating on.
Yes. Unfortunately, that's what happens with Blood Bowl a lot of times is doesn't matter how good you are, the dice will say you're not going to have a good game. Right, so.
Yeah. Blitz Pits 4 should be best of 7. Double elimination.
Best of 7 double elimination. Eliminate all volatility, or as much as we can. It actually, obviously with the knockout tournament as it is, but Gdanik could, like a tournament where it's crossed over multiple weeks, and you keep playing, kind of like a basketball or a hockey series or a baseball series where you get to play the coach or opponent multiple times and just kind of make it drawn out more. But here we go.
I think one of the draws of the Blitz Pits all one day, though, or all 2 days, though. So I think if you spread it out over several weeks, it just becomes another game of Blood Bowl at that point.
That's fair.
But that's with like any tournament.
You lose the momentum of essentially the kind of like a do or die end, single day or 2 days in this case.
That's not the only time I can ever like play more than one game a day, is if it's a single day tournament or something like that. You get people like Jim, 12 games of Blood Bowl a day. It's like, God, no wonder you guys are all mentally unstable.
No, I totally agree. I remember I think the most I ever played in a single day was 10, and I was miserable, and
Yeah.
I was playing badly. It was just after a while I just said, you know what, 1 or 2 is probably the max. Yeah.
Yeah, about 4 seasons ago in CCL, I had a real good run going, and I had like a day off, so I played like 8 games in one day, and I was just like, why am I doing this? This is just terrible.
So Crucifer has a ball. So this is actually big. Let's just see what the LOS removals will do. Whether this will becomes a relatively easy first half or a own head. He actually did a first. Well, it's got blocks. So
Wow.
first turn.
Yeah.
He survives.
This Luminous cast 3 goblins on turn 1 of his game. Somebody actually is playing goblins in this?
Oh, I think it's Underworld.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's silly enough to play pure goblins.
Hey, there's money on the line. Play the dumbest team possible.
Oh, look at that. No armor breaks. Oh, pile on. Oh, dead.
Got one. Now I gotta go up there and protect his killer a bit.
So it's right now. It looks like Luminous Light is the leading candidate for Dice Lord. This.
In my first ever league, I played Luminous for the loser bracket playoffs and beat him in overtime because he didn't understand how overtime works.
I remember when I first started playing CCL, I actually watched Luminous Light religiously whenever he streamed CCL games.
Really?
Yeah, he's actually a pretty good caster.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I remember him playing Sven, and Sven was playing Wood Elves, and typically Sven plays Wood Elves like he plays Dwarves, and it was like literally just a bonkers playstyle was triggering Luminous, and it was just watching those two guys, and Luminous losing it.
Yeah, when I played Sven in SFL, like I was sitting there and I was like, no wonder your war dancers are both negative movement. Like he plays with no protection whatsoever on his guys. Just goes balls to the wall, kill everything.
Yeah, like completely suicidal. It's like maximum risk every play, every turn.
Yeah.
Well, now he's stuck. I wonder if he's gonna dodge out with that frenzy blitz. Oh, he's gonna guard protect him.
Is he going for the foul there? Kind of a hope and a prayer foul if he is.
I think he's trying to protect his frenzy mighty blow guy.
Yeah.
What this is gonna do is he's gonna be man down on Crucifer's. Oh, let's switch views. On Crucifer's right side. Like he's overplayed it.
He's pretty much just giving him the entire right side of the field.
Yeah.
And like you said, with the lack of catchers, he doesn't have the movement to go back and cover it.
Right, which is going to make it at least reduce a little bit of stress from Crucifer, because he's going to be able to cross center if he wants to.
Unless he's hoping to like force an early like turn 5 or 6 score, just get him up there and then crowd him.
Yeah.
But
that's definitely a possibility.
For that.
And knowing Crucifer, and I've seen him play tons of CCL games. Even if there's an opening, a lot of times he doesn't even take it. He'll just sit in the center, dominate the center, get enough removals, and then probably like turn 6 field to side. He'll go, yeah, maybe I should think about scoring.
Is Veggente actually Italian, or is he North American?
Yeah, I think he, from speaking with him, without the specific location, I know where specific location is, but he generally, regional wise, I think he's in Switzerland. So if he's Switzerland, he can speak French, Italian, or German, right? So.
Yeah. I don't know if in the future, to answer Volva's question, like the few times I've played Crucifer, he's not a big talker in game. And he doesn't get my sense of humor at all, so...
Oh my gosh, another...
Ooh, that hurts. Oh, I was looking at the wrong guy. Oh, that's not so bad.
Just alignment with block, but...
I thought it was the guard block.
No, Christopher doesn't really talk too much. Occasionally he'll chat a bit, but I've noticed that he just doesn't say anything, he just plays.
Doesn't have a lot of time to talk when he only plays 20-second turns.
Oh, I did that too.
Which, like I said, I would gladly play Crucifer 100 times in CCL and lose 99 of them just to get the games over with and done.
Yes, he definitely is fast. Definitely fast. Is he gonna try to knock the ogre out? Ogre down?
Whenever I'm playing against an ogre, I generally just try to let him beat himself. Just dodge, especially with AV4 or AG4, just dodge out and let him bonehead and get out of the play.
Yeah, I always find that that's kind of my strategy typically with the big guys. They usually tend to hurt themselves in the long run, especially if you overuse them.
Mm-hmm. I've had the rare occasion I do take an ogre playing humans. I just park them somewhere, and that's where they stay the entire game.
Who's he fouling here?
He's fouling the killer, pylon dude.
Okay.
And now he's down 3.
The passive removal. Got baited by Crucifer into fouling.
Not looking good for Italian vegetable. I think sidestep's my least favorite skill to play against, just because it takes... No, I mean, I don't care how good the other player is. They always seem to take forever to decide where you're going to sidestep.
Yes. It's because you got so many choices and you're not really thinking about where you're going to move until it actually happens. So.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like taking sidestep just for the fact that no matter where I move, I always feel it's the wrong way.
I do think that over sidestepping is there's a diminishing returns with sidestep. Like with pro-ops, having 2 guys is perfect. Sometimes I see teams with like over sidestep and they base everyone and they get removed because sidestep is nothing if you're getting a knockdown and stunned or KO'd. So one of the interesting aspects with pro elves, and those are the things that I think people tend to get mentally give up on, is that even though this looks pretty grim with 3 guys removed, humans only have 1 strong guy. Also, he has no stand firm. And of all the teams, they're one of the, I would say, 3rd on the list of the most easiest to do a 1-turn because of their Nerves of Steel.
Yeah.
So even though it looks terrible right now, it's not ended the
Yeah,
world.
'cause they only need what, six guys to do a 1 turn.
They need 6 if it's probably if he has he needs about 7 to be
Yeah.
to think it's a realistic shot. And the fact that he has 2 guard, so he's gonna get a 2 dice push right at the start. It really depends on how aggressive he's gonna be. Part of it is the fact that his catchers don't have dodge, and whether he chooses to use him aggressively and trying to stop Crucifer. I doubt it. I think he's gonna start kind of reside in the fact that he's not going to stop him. But we shall see. Again, I've never seen Veggente play, so I don't know how aggressive he is.
Are you saying that Veggente doesn't do 1 turns, Volvo?
I'm assuming he knows how to do it.
Oh, he said if he gives up the drive or not.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Dice are really not going his way.
Absolute dicing. Oh. Jesus.
Oh my gosh. He has to apple that.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, yeah.
no, wasted apple.
MNG to MNG. That just sucks.
Okay, this looks really bad. Okay, at this stage, what he's got left is his leaping wrestle tackle guy. Maybe do a 2 dice uphill.
Yeah, if I was Crucifer, I just kind of put my guys in a Dunga bus and then just start targeting people at this point.
Yep. I agree.
I mean, I don't think there's any defense that he can put up to stop the score at this point. Unless Crucifer, uses space level ball protection.
There's always that 1 in 36 block or quad skull that
Yeah.
can turn the thing, but that's just more hope. Yeah, Volts.
All those.
Sorry?
I think Vegente's stealing all those 1 in 36s though.
Oh. Let's see here. 1, 2, oop,
Down 5, I think.
yeah, 5, 6 guys. Ooh, he didn't re-roll that. Oh, he's got 2 re-rolls.
I would have re-rolled it, but that's also probably why I haven't been invited to play in this yet.
Yes, Volt, I think this is a worst matchup for him because of the fact that it's Mighty Blow, it spammed, and a mobile team.
Well, if nothing else, this game should go fast if Vegente's only got 4 players left.
He does. He could actually get a 1 die here, but he's got to need a 4+ dodge, and then a leap. It's like it's really about desperate. Sorry.
Crucifer showing why he's a pro by not making that ogre block too there.
Yes. So Veggente on turn 4 has now gone conservative, and he is just basing the ball carrier.
Easily cleared the tackle. Well, besides that too, but with tackle pretty easily cleared. Just bring somebody down to cover that hole behind the thrower and then blitz him and exactly.
Yeah, this is a relatively easy clear, even with sidestep. Didn't get cast. I think he's gonna have to move on this side here, but he's basing the ball carrier. I mean the lineman. Oh, I see what it's doing. Just moving forward.
There's really nothing Veggente can do at this point.
Okay, there is a possibility here. Okay, so he didn't corner guard. So if you can get another guy up here, right in this square, this guy can leap in and get a 1-die. Assuming he wants to still try to be... Oh, yeah. Yeah, another one.
I've had plenty of these games before.
Yeah, this is where I don't even think about, like, oh, I got bad dice. Because it's at this point right now, you're just doing anything, try to recover from it, and...
Yeah, at this point, this is where you make that, you know, leaping triple red die. Because there's nothing else that's going for you. But even at this point, even if you did knock the ball carrier over, he has no recovery, so that would just be a moral victory at that point.
Yeah, that's true. I'm okay with this pylon, because of the fact that the danger guy is right there lying down. He can just move down up, further down to the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really safe. So pylon losing position is completely irrelevant in this stage. So let's see now. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? I can't count.
What are you counting, Cav?
Oh, the potential. He's going to have potentially 9 players. Veggente. After the score.
Yeah, 4 on the field, 3 KO, 2 KO, 3 KO, 2 on the bench.
Question is whether Crucifer will foul this guy, or will he be a little bit more conservative?
And he's got, what, 2 bench, so foul wouldn't be out of the question.
Or is he going to try to get rid of one of the...
Getting rid of the other blitzer.
Alright, he's probably just going to go after the blitzer and then just play good positioning. Oh my gosh.
Good thing this is res, I guess.
Get this game out of the way, Veggente. You're still in it.
Pitch clear in the first half, almost. Typical Crucifer game.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh! You might as well. There's no point in saving the reroll.
Uh,
Oh, rolls another one. There we go. This is what happens when a professional football team plays a high school football team.
dead and injured 5. 2 KOs to bag. Statistically accurate KOs.
Yeah. Okay, he's got 6 guys. I'm pretty sure it's unlikely. You can't do this unless you get a quick snap. And if that's just... Hey, he bunched them up. Actually, it might be possible. I don't know why Crucifer did this. If you're gonna do backline, you should separate these guys so it prevents the Blitz becoming allow your chain push to move forward. I don't like that. Granted, it's still very unlikely he's gonna score. We're splitting hairs here.
I mean, you got, what, 5 on the line, 1 back to throw. And 3 pushes.
Yeah, so he's gonna use this guy to pick the ball up and fill the spot to put the ball in, so that when the push comes, this spot is taken so that he can push him forward. But I'm not sure if he should fill the spot in, and that way he pushes in automatic. Yeah, who's to say? It's 6 guys, so
Yeah. Chances of this actually succeeding is like less than probably, what, 3%.
oh well, forget about that. All that analysis is irrelevant.
0%.
Kickoff events, aren't they great?
Oh, yes. Most competitive thing in the world.
Oh, another one. I wouldn't even bother trying to do a 1 turn at this stage. Just end the turn. I wouldn't even block.
Yeah.
Like, Kazing person doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm trying to do the right choice. Alright, so... he's got 1 guard blitzer. And, oh yeah, well, great. The KO event, the KOs didn't come back.
Now you're going to get a pitch invasion and those 4 of his 6 L's knocked over. Well, Veggente does have the fame, so...
He does? He does?
Yeah, Veggente does.
Yeah, this game is pretty much over.
Unless Crucifer pays 0 attention to Veggente scoring. Because even if both of his KOs come back, playing defense with 8 players is just not the funnest thing in the world.
Yeah, it'll. Yeah, even with 8 players, especially with all that mighty blow, you're gonna end up down to like 4 players in like a turn or 2. So. Yeah.
Crucifer's like surgically removed all of his good players except for that one threat.
Yes. The catcher, killer, frenzy guy, the support blitzer with dodge and guard, and the other one is KO'd, and then the leader is KO'd. So realistically, you can still two-turn. It keeps in the so it puts a sideline cage. I guess the only interesting part about this is to see how well or how much effort Crucifer has to actually defending this.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, unless he like KOs or stuns that leap guy, Veggente can pretty much score next turn.
He should, yeah. Oh, right, because of the leap. Yeah, he's just 3+ over.
I mean, unless he sets like some triple
Multi-layer screen so that it prevents the leap.
Screen back there.
It looks like he's trying to, especially with the catchers at the back. Interesting.
Unless he just wants him to hand off, and then, I mean, even if he scores here, it doesn't really matter. Well, that's pretty good defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, he did start with 13 players. And then Crucifer happened. I think he pretty much lost a player pretty much every turn, if not multiple.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was pretty automatic. It was just like consistent. There we go. It's just gonna. One die. Oh, 2 dice. Push. Dodge. That's a good play.
Yeah.
Now this is where I wish he had dodge.
Now you hope you get 2 KOs back, and
Okay.
nope, they come back. So
Okay, so at least it's a game now. A blitz, something crazy kickoff event could change things. Make it so that the last few turns of this game will be meaningful.
did he get his reroll back for his leader?
Yes.
Okay. I just couldn't tell if he had 2 or if he had 3 before, or 2 or if he had 1 before.
That's not a blitz.
No. I wonder if Crucifer just doesn't use his CCL names for teams in other things, like Sadness or Furniture.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting. BP Blitz Pitts. Azog's favorite. I don't know who AZG is. It's probably a friend or someone.
Yeah.
Pylon. We kill.
3 for 3 with 2 removals. Typical LOS.
Okay.
Who's Jimmy playing in the first round?
Hmm?
Who's Jimmy playing in the first round?
Diomed.
Diomed, okay.
That's the thing. There's no easy matches here. It's just like
No. You're pretty much just hoping on racial matchups and skill matchups.
yeah. It's a 3 dice. Oh, no, it's 2 dice. Oh, another one.
Now you just stomp on him.
Stomp on him. Yep.
The rest of the match is easy. Easier.
See, Rebel would not approve of that. Pylon every turn.
Well, Pylon's a waste of TV.
Well, he's gonna have to move everyone first because if he rolls a 1 and 9, he's giving him a ray of hope. Yep, that's what he's doing. He's moving everyone.
Got the Venga bus with a screwed up chassis.
He just doesn't have enough players. Just at this point right now, that wasn't even the most optimal sequence of steps that Crucifer did, but I don't think it even matters anymore.
No. And you only have 2 elves standing and 5 total.
Got
That's when
tackled.
you aim for 3-second turns.
End the turn.
Turn, man, in the turn.
Why not? Let's have another armor break. So, one guy standing.
I don't think I've covered a single competitive game in the Blitz pit yet. Every game I've commentated on, it's been over with by turn 3.
This is actually the first one actually I recall that's been like this for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's you, Johnny.
I think so. Of course, that's also how most of my actual games go. It's one team just absolutely killing the other one. He pretty much just sets up camp and lets Veggente throw whatever the hell he wants at him, and then kill whatever he sends at him. But at least he's playing it out. I would have started skipping turns by about turn 4.
Yeah, at this point because there's no points, just points, and there's not any kind of progression.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't even have to skip turns, seems how there's no benefit to winning by or TD differential or anything. Just concede. But those Blood Bowl Tactics guys have this theory that you can win any game.
In theory. In theory. I've won a game actually one time where a guy tried to score to tie the game, and he didn't see there was one of my guys prone in the end zone, and he ended up fouling him.
He fouled him. Yeah. I played a CCL game the other day where I thought it was turn 7, but it was turn 8, and I moved down to just one square outside the end zone and ended my turn. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
That's like Sage.
Yeah.
Hoping for human error. He's still playing it out. He's still playing it out. Now the beauty of Blitz Pit is the fact that Blood Bowl has games like this. There's nothing you can do about it. But especially in a tournament, because of the double knockout, he does have some redemption. Ability to at least get some redemption in the loser's round.
I mean, unless you're Artemis, nobody really has 2 games like this back to back. Even Artemis doesn't, but he thinks he does.
So, our cast, the next cast will be the loser's bracket if Jim wins.
Yeah, if Jimmy wins, then we get the loser game. If
Yeah.
Jimmy loses, we get the winner game.
So it'll be Luminous Wolfbark versus Diomed. So it should be a good match.
Yeah.
Secure the cage. One more hit.
Stupid cat. Put our Christmas tree up yesterday, and the stupid cat keeps trying to climb in it, but the dog is like patrolling it.
We used to, our Christmas tree. We used to always put you know that snow cotton thing underneath the tree, and we did it 2 years in a row, and every time the cats would pee on it.
Yeah.
So this year we're not doing that.
Yeah. I didn't even want to put up a tree because every year the cats just climb up in it and knock all the shit off of it and stuff like that. And so I've just like decided, okay, if the tree's up, I'm just not going to give a shit about it. So if it knocks ornaments off the tree or climbs up the tree and knocks it over, that's just where the tree's going to be. You can just lay down in the middle of the living room. I don't give a shit.
We got the tree up. We don't have the ornaments up yet because trying to get the kids to be available to put them up.
Yeah. Well, now Veggente's just killing his own players.
Well, that's kind of apropos that he has another Kaz. Why not, right?
Exactly. In for a penny, in for a pound.
There we go.
Crucifer's probably just upset he's not getting the pitch clear.
See, folks, humans are OP. We should
They
use
are.
them more often. They are the bashiest team in Blood Bowl.
And dodgiest. And fastest. I think there was a guy that was playing Jimmy that actually was like arguing that humans were the best team for those reasons. Like, nobody beats them in dodging, nobody beats them in bashing, nobody beats them in speed.
Congratulations, Crucifer. You move on to the next round. Commiserations, Veggente. But you're not out of the tournament. You got another chance at redemption against. Don't know who against, but you are in the losers bracket, and the double knockout is specifically intended for matches like this, because when we have good coaches, sometimes it's decided by dice, and in this case, I would say that you didn't have the tools on your team by halfway through the game to actually decide this. And Crucifer didn't make any silly mistakes, which I wouldn't expect considering the quality of the two coaches here. So this is what happens. I'm not sure the dice rolls will say much, but injury, yeah, 38% success is usually a bad sign. KOs, under 50%, it's not that big of a deal. The fact that he had 11 KOs rolls is indicative of the armor failures and the injuries. Casualty success, 25%, pretty bad. These go for it's were pretty bad. Yeah. Blocks.
I think in general you could just say all of his dice were bad.
Even the blocks were, yeah, as you said. He only had one POW the whole game. Crucifer didn't really have that huge amount of blocks either, but again, he didn't need it because everything he touched just crumbled. So, yeah, this is what happened.
That's a tough one, Veggente. I think you would have been better off with the 8-guard orc team first round.
That probably would have been a better matchup for Veggente. Yeah, so Veggente, yeah, you got dice the heck out, and to be fair, I didn't think it was a very good matchup for you, but I didn't expect you to be basically pretty much out of the game after 4 turns. You did. You still had some outs, especially in the first half. But it was a case. I didn't think that it was a long shot to get the ball, or at least knock the ball loose. But you were just running out of guys where ball recovery would have been difficult because you just didn't have any tools. Your players were out. But that's Blood Bowl. It happens. Sometimes nothing you can do. It just decide the game. The dice and Nuffle decides what's going to happen. But at least you have another game. The double knockout essentially facilitates this kind of silliness where a matchup isn't decided by play but decided by dice. Yeah, I don't recall when you did that Blitz. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember that double one on the GFI. Your GFIs were terrible. 50% GFIs. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Now I remember now. But then he GFI failed and he cast himself to MNG and your Apple failed to MNG. Yeah, that was pretty much. I hope you have better dice next game, even half as good dice as this game, because that was kind of silly. So, Veggente, you are going to loser of 2. So you're going to be playing either Luminous Light or Holy Boy. It's either Skaven or Underworld. Alright? So stand tight. Brush yourself off and get ready for the next round. Okay? Alright, folks. We're going to take a pause, or I won't pause the stream, but I'm going to step away for a bit. Take a break before the next round, but we should be starting relatively shortly. Okay? All right. Hey folks, we're just waiting for Jim's game to be finished. So Random Boy beat Notorious Noobs. So we'll be streaming another BBT match. Coach, Notorious Noob. We'll be playing.
Yeah, it looks like it'll against Jimmy, or it looks like it'll be against.
Jimmy or Diomed.
Yeah, Jimmy looks like he's gonna lose.
Okay, well that means we're going to be streaming the winner match, winner round. That's just
Yeah. Be Diomed versus
Diomed versus Random Boy.
yeah.
Yeah. So let's update the.
He was West End Girls and Jimmy on his stream because he's the human lead.
On the skill selection, sometimes I feel that like a lot of these like guard heavy teams are, I dare say, over guarded, because unless you're going up against like a team like Dwarves, right? Eventually, there's a lot of guard that's, I guess, not being used. It's redundancy. I could see it being redundancy, but at a certain point,
Yeah, I mean, unless you keep everybody clumped together, but eventually it becomes, one-on-ones and two-on-ones and stuff like that where the guard doesn't help you.
yeah.
Unless you're Dwarves where you just, run down the field in a cloud of thunder.
In a clump anyway, so yeah, so it's a case where I dare say maybe being overguarded, or pitting, not overguarded, but having being maybe too guard heavy might not be the most efficient way.
Well, especially in Jimmy's case where 3/4 of his guard is laying in the KO box.
Yes. There we go. Diomed wins.
Yep.
So probably been about a few minutes. We'll be starting the next match between Random Boy High Owls versus. Oh, geez, I already forgot. I got short-term memory.
Necro.
Diomed's Necro. Should be a good match. Again, two speed teams. Another elf team, which I like to see. And it's good to see an elf team go into the next round. That isn't no wood elf team. Because personally, I think wood elves are cheating.
Widows are amazing in that form, though. God. Which is probably why they only get, what, 6 skills or something?
Yeah, they don't get a lot. This is why they probably didn't take them. Also, the fact that you can, with the other high L teams, you can 3 skill stack to make them much more useful to
Yeah.
players. I always joke that your Wood Elf win percentage, you need to subtract about 10%.
See, I've been trying to test out a new thing, like to increase my CCL win percentage, is only play 4 games a season. Because I generally can go 4-0, but then it's that 5th game that I usually lose or whatever. So if I only play 4 games, that should work. But this time I just decided to do dwarfs, and I've lost both games. So mainly because my freaking runners can't pick up the ball.
Yeah, that's generally what I find with CCL, and this is I know BZL doesn't necessarily always agree with me, but I think sometimes BZL just likes to disagree with me. But that's here nor there.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things is that once you stay in the low TV, while you're in the low TV range, that's where you get most of your wins. But as soon as you get up to like the second or third page of the leaderboard, that's when you're where TV Plus is working, and when it's working is when you end up playing players that are actually know what they're doing, and that's when your win percentage kind of drops down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care who you are. If you've played 30 games a season, you pretty much know what you're doing at that point.
Yes.
Random boy showing some confidence.
Come on, Random Boy. You can do it for the high L's.
You should have started game 2 immediately so Diomed couldn't take a piss break, and then he'd be tap dancing around his room all the game.
Gamesmanship. Okay, in the meantime, let's see what Random Boy's team looks like while we wait. Here we go. Random Boy. Team roster. Only 11 guys. 3 rerolls. Apple, standard. He's got a Blodge, Mighty Blow Tackle Killer. He's got a support Blitzer. And, which I like here, is he actually uses 3 catchers. Which is, I think, I prefer that build with 3 catchers over a 2 catcher build.
Yeah.
And they all have Blodge. 2 have Blodge, 1 has Sidestep, and the other one has Wrestle Tackle. Even though there are quite a few players on most teams with Tackle, Dodge is still a thing. It doesn't mean that you're always going to get hit by someone with Tackle. So, and more so, not necessarily for defense, but also for like scoring. When you have to make that 3+, for example, 3+, 2+ Dodge, that extra having that extra reroll is adds you a little bit of confidence that that play is going to work. Okay, let's get Diomed's team. Where is Diomed? There he is. Necro.
Random boy's rearing to go. He's giving Diomed the business in Discord.
So, no Tackle. So this is actually a very nice matchup for Random Boy because of the lack of Tackle. He's not guard heavy. And he's got the poor man's tackle with the frenzy. They're both wolves are reliable with block. So I think this is going to be a much more competitive match.
Yeah.
Because of the lack of tackle and pylon. No dirty player. I guess he couldn't take it. It's just there was other more important skills. It'd be interesting to see what pressure he does, Randomboy does. The Diomed's golems, flesh golems, are not well developed, and 1 in 9 is a thing. It does happen. It does happen a lot, and if he puts Diamond in a point where he has to make a 2-die black with a flesh golem, it could cost him the game.
Or Diomed just fouls the shit out of him the first 2 turns, and he's down 4 players.
Yeah, that's the cheap foulers. He's got 2 people that he can foul, assuming there's no casualties. All right, I think they can start. Randomboy's on, and Dio.
Dio's off somewhere. Probably screaming at kids to get off his lawn, or...
In Russian.
Yeah.
In Russia, they don't scream. They just pull out a shotgun with salt pellets and.
I was shot with salt pellets one time. That freaking hurts. Like, I used to walk to school with my buddy, and we used to, like, it was like a 3-mile walk if we walked around this orchard, or it was like a mile walk if we walked through the orchard. And we used to walk through the orchard all the time, and then this guy kept, like, screaming at us to, like, stop walking through his land. And then finally, like, after probably months of us doing this, he just shot both of us with a little freaking salt pellet rifle. Hurt like hell.
Did any of the salt go in your skin, or did it break your clothes?
No, it mostly just hit. It felt like a lot like a paintball. I mean, some of it, like, like some of it fractured off and, kind of got road rash on the arms and stuff because it wasn't covered. But, I mean, for the most part, it mostly just felt like getting hit with a paintball gun, but at like 20-yard range.
Get off my T-34. Yeah.
T-34, his Luke Skywalker's speeder.
Is it really?
I think so.
Oh, I think Randomboy is referring to the Russian main battle tank in World War II.
Oh.
The iconic tank that won the war for Russia.
Oh, the Russian tank. Okay.
He knows his World War II history. Yeah, Randomboy, no dirty player, no tackle. And you do have armor 8. Oh, you're finished. Okay. You can always remind them about the Russian-Finnish war, Finnish war. Randomboy, let me know when the dial's actually checked in. Oops, something fell. Honestly, Randomboy, I think that you actually have a good chance at this match. It's not like Crucifer's tackle heavy mighty blow team. This is much more matchup wise favorable for you. Okay, thank you. Now, with respect to the coaches, I believe Diomed's actually... Was it Diomed or Diomed? I think it was Diomed has actually won the cup once. And one of the... Okay, thanks. And there's a famous... Sorry?
I was saying good luck to Randomboy, saying he's leaving.
Mm-hmm. The other thing about Diomed, and if you haven't caught it, there is a game between Diomed versus Colian. Colian was a min-max dwarf team in the cup, and Diomed was flings. And Diomed actually managed to beat Colian with flings against dwarves. It's a hilarious game.
Oh, is that the one where he like killed everybody? Those trees like went on a rampage.
Yes, I think he had more and also had deep root. So it wasn't a typical halfling team. It was a very bashy halfling team.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that game. All right, game's up.
All right, here we go. Now, one thing with this build, Randomboy actually has a thrower and no skills. I might have had another catcher, maybe. Have 4 catchers with just dodge. And then maybe forego a 3-stack skill on one of the other players. Just to have 4 players with movement 8 and 2 other players with movement 7.
But then who throws the ball?
You try not to throw it all.
Yeah, I know. I was channeling my Rebel High Elf Discord. Let's switch view.
Oh, right. Oops, running out of time.
I don't play Necro very much, but Wolves on the LOS isn't like a standard thing, is it?
It is. And
Is it?
It is when against a team like the High Elf team here, where it isn't too bashy. But the key here is to be able to block them and be able to push guys forward so that they're screened after the LOS blocks.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just expose them to a blitz, and they are 88, so they do get removed. See, this is not very good because now when he pushes him, blocks him, he either gets stuck here or he gets stuck way up here. Base.
No, that's not good for him.
Oh. You're fortunate enough to get them both down there. That was a perfect dice result.
Otherwise, do that famous
Dodge back.
Wolf dodge. I actually didn't even blitz, so you can't even dodge.
One and 9. And the ball side is open with just one blitz. He literally could just blitz that guy over.
Yeah, blitz him and then flood.
Flood and attempt a 4+ pickup. Move the ball carrier over.
See, that's why I like keeping one of the wolves back.
Yeah, it was almost like there was no margin for error in that setup. So I wonder how he's gonna get the ball. Is he even gonna try to pick the ball up? I just pick all these guys up. Just tie them up.
I don't think I would have gone for the pickup. I think I would have just
Yeah.
flooded it and let him fail his way.
I would have gone for the pickup, but I would have re-rolled that. If you're gonna do that, you might as well re-roll it, because.
Well, yeah, I definitely would have re-rolled it, but I'm famously not conservative.
Go to the ball. The other thing here is, and this is also the fact that it's 1 minute, so this is not really being overly critical of Randomboy987's play or anything like that. But I would have picked all those other guys up, risking casualties, just to prevent at least 3 players from the line stuck. Right?
Yeah, keep them up there and when they get hit. Well, not to get mighty blow hit at least. Randomboy just kick the ball back down to it. Oh no, guess it didn't.
Now I think he's just avoiding any type of catch, like a 6+ catch. Yeah, just go right to the ball. I don't. Oh, no, he's taking him a block. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, block, keep him off the butt. Or just pick it up.
That was the right play. It's just.
Yeah.
Diamond's still in trouble.
Yeah. That's why I don't like playing teams without sure hands. I mean, not that sure hands would have saved him there, but
tackle.
Yeah. Balls on the ground.
And killed.
Got his doggy.
So no tackle around him. Oh, no. That was not necessary to do that. Okay, so 3+.
And just score.
And score.
Freaking hounds.
Game decided on a 1-9, basically.
Well, still a long way to go, but game pretty much in Randomboy in the driver's seat now.
Yep, you're right.
Unless he gets a blitz here, then it's pretty much over.
Alright, Diomed, let's see if you can protect the ball a bit better. Yeah, it's the same problem with this because the frenzy forces the you got him down.
See, I still don't like that.
He could have done this differently, but that would force him to use a golem to clear the path. But you're not going to be doing a 2-dice block on your second move without a good block player. So I don't know. It just you're right. No, I kind of agree. I agree with you. It just I've been playing Necro this season, and I do use the wolves on the LOS, but ooh, jeez. Gosh.
Maybe trade that leader in for some shirting.
It's like a dream matchup for Owls right now.
It's like that movie Groundhog Day, just reliving the same turn over and over and over again.
Looks like he's not going to overcommit to this. I don't think.
No. Yeah,
Not
you're
as-
up 1-0. You can pretty much just play good defense at this point and
Yeah.
win 2-0 on your own.
No. So we say that. Heavy one guy based. It ties up one ghoul to assist to push him back. No, this is where last turn I thought he maybe should have done before. Like he's basing everyone else here.
Yeah, make him use up his players up midfield and wants to come back and protect.
Puts up a frenzy trap on the just a block werewolf. Because he needs to block that one lineman to free up that white.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, this is what I didn't like about the ghoul builds. I mean, the flesh golems. Now, granted, it probably couldn't do much because of the points or the skill points allocation for the race.
Mm.
But the non-block flesh golems are. You can do it with the Mighty Blow werewolf. At least clear it out. Oh, he's gonna go for the block first. Got the ball.
Finally. Only took him 4 dice, but he finally picked it up.
His dice have been terrible.
Instantly punished for picking the ball up.
How dare you?
The Artemis special.
Base and assist.
Push right over. Ball scatters them. High elves and nope. Up the other way. Worst possible scatter. No, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Just dodging with impunity.
This could be our first 4-0 game in Blitz.
Yeah. If not more. Those ghouls don't get their shit together.
One more dodge to probably base the wrestle ghoul. He might even re-roll that. No, he didn't.
No.
Yep. Auto apple for this type of tournament. Now he could chain push. No, I can't get it. Can't fill this spot. I was trying to think of a way to free up the.
Free up the werewolf.
Yeah, for but it's got sidestep too, so. I think it's you, Johnny. Anytime you're part of the casting team, the game's not going to be a contest.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just a gamble on which one gets the dicing. Not that this one's a dicing yet.
Yeah, no, this is more of just unfortunate couple of dice that went bad, and maybe I would say overly optimistic on the ball pickup and not screening it properly.
Yeah. See how well he protects the ball next kickoff. This is where I usually go pendulum, you know, like the first 2 turns have turned out terribly, so I'd usually just abandon the LOS hits, put 6 guys back to protect the ball.
Tackle Mighty Blow. Still alive. Yeah, just dodge the score. Yeah, I concur.
See if you can make it 4-0 in the first half.
Well, look at the bright side. Oh, he does have one guy KO'd. I was about to say, no one's been removed yet. Permanently, I mean. Perfect defense.
Everything's coming up random, boy.
This isn't random. Let's see if we get another 1 and 9 for Diomed. Gonna go for
Set up the surf next turn.
the thing is, he's still doing this again, right? Because if he fails a pickup, he's
Yeah, if he fails, then I mean it's just an easy knock the wolf down and
yeah, clears up a whole
flood the
path.
wall again. At least move the flesh going back to that hole.
Okay, that makes more sense.
But now he just blitzes the white and
Oh yeah. Doesn't really change anything other than inducing another failure roll.
yeah. I think I probably would have put the flesh golem if you're gonna do that. At least like, catty corner to the white.
He's gonna have to sit there. Oh, he's moving up. Wow. That's brave. He literally has a 3+, 2+ to get him. If he knocks him down, yeah. Get a free shot. No. So he's got a dodge, 3+ there, and then another dodge to sack. It's like an 80-something% chance with the dodge and a reroll. Yep.
Ooh.
Diced! Diced!
Dice.
It was definitely worth a shot.
Just gotta throw to that ghoul and fuck off for the touchdown.
And salvage the half at least. At least make it a game for the second half.
I think I'd make that flush golem block and then pending a knockdown, blitz the tackle mighty blow guy and then just easy handoff and
Clear the path, yeah.
yeah.
He's got it for a surf first. He's really gonna go for the surf.
I don't think the catcher is going to help you save or win the game.
There we go. Why are you doing
What
that?
is he doing? Oh, okay. Not sure that's the best way of doing that.
Yeah, it's just...
But then again, I've never won anything. Diomed's won pretty much everything.
It makes sense in the sense that you add a support here with the ghoul doing it this way, but I just didn't like a ball roll so close with the other players.
Yeah. I mean, you get the added bonus of maybe permanently removing the catcher, but...
Oh! A 1 in 36!
Freaking Blood Bowl. Going for the level in that werewolf. White still sleepy.
I'm so sleepy. The one turner is probably going to be a little bit more difficult because of 2 stand firm guys, but however, it isn't impossible. Plus, especially with a sidestepper.
Yeah, you got the guard there to bring him around. Hit the zombie.
Right, this is standard high elf. How to steal games with movement 8 one turner. Granted, he's not really stealing a game right now because since he's up, but it just it is pretty straightforward. He just needs to roll dice. Need a guard in there. The guard has to be right in front of that zombie. Otherwise you won't get 2 dice on the push. First blitz. Yeah, he sees it now. Yeah, he's gonna use alignment to do the blitz because it doesn't matter about knocking someone down. It's really matter about hike. It's really about just getting pushes. So it doesn't matter who blitzes. That's why he's using alignment.
Yeah.
There we go. Get some blocks in. It's the only time you don't want to get pals.
Yeah. Which is about the only time I ever roll one.
Yeah, end turn. Yeah, so basically now Randomboy just has to find an opportunity to get a safe 2-3 turn and essentially it's game.
Yeah. This is generally where it falls apart for me because I'll try to hold the ball for 8 turns and then score instead of just, going for the 2-1 or 3-1.
Yeah, it's a balance between trying to be overly too aggressive trying to get that 2 turn versus, yeah, as you said, like hold it too long and then.
Or what really happens more often than not is this is where it blitz.
Or the blitz, yes.
And then just screws it all up anyway.
Or another 1 in 36, something silly like that. So he's protecting the 2 turn with the flesh golems on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's a good setup. Of course, he's going to get his wolf mighty blowed, but that's better than allowing the 2-turn.
Yeah. Well, there goes your 2-turn defense.
Exactly. Fucking game.
Best laid plans.
That's why I don't put almost any effort into my kickoff setups. It's like you spend 2 minutes setting up a perfect, setup, and then just, one dice roll. Fuck it, you're done.
Ooh. They're just gonna crowd everyone.
Yeah, when half of the opposing team's laying on their back, not much you have to do.
Okay, this I don't like. What he did I don't like because, yes, it's still dice rolls, but you're giving him a 4+, 3+. And if he's crazy enough to do it, and just saying, you know what, I'm gonna decide my game on this turn, you're giving him that option. Whether he chooses to take it or not, that's a different story. But I'm not sure if it was necessary for him to give him that option. Now it's even better. It's a 3+1 die blitz. Yeah.
Oh, gets the POW. Now he just needs Randomboy to fail his first roll.
And
Nope.
it didn't work out, but what I wanted to point out was that it's and then again I have to preface it's a 1-minute turn game, so Randomboy didn't really have a lot of time to think about it, but that gave him at least another option to consider, and it didn't work out for Diomed, but it's a case where you gave him a ray of hope that you didn't need to give him.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably bringing the ball back here, cage here, or somewhere. I'm not sure how he's gonna.
He's just gonna pick it up and
He's knocking everyone down. Can't go anywhere.
pretty much just. I mean, it's a -2 die with no recovery, so.
You can dodge out.
Well, recovery with no protection.
Oh, gosh. Again! Another GFI failure. It's a bit of a free roll for Diomed because nobody... Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. No, there is. No. I take that back. There's 2 guys in scoring range.
Not picking it up.
No, I open an auto surf.
Yeah. I don't know. Could have surfed your ghoul. Ball scatters to your werewolf up there. At least then the ball would be past your halfway line for the first time in the game.
Now the ball's safe. Took him 3 turns to get the ball safe, but it's safe. I have to mention, with the pitch invasion in your favor, too.
But it is a 1-minute turn.
It is. It is. High L's the bashiest team.
Yeah. Jimmy whooped my ass in the rando tourney last year with his stupid high elves against my chaos. Just, it was unreal. Just like every punch he made was removing somebody.
It does make the game easier and fun.
Maybe not protecting the ball for the first 3 turns was his way of stalling for 8.
Now, in case of Diomed right now, it's like, yeah, the ball's safe. You can't really get at it, but no one's still in scoring position at the moment. So this is really about re-establishing position. Yeah, you're gonna have to go. Otherwise, just... Oh, he ran out of time. I thought maybe he would have used the werewolf on something else other than him, but...
Apparently there's some drama in the other games. Disconnections and people having to wait for other players.
Oh.
I freaking hate elves that don't fail dodges.
Okay, now he's in scoring range.
Yeah. He's like, enough of this shit. I'm just gonna score.
Enough of this kicking the ball around for 4 turns. It's Randomboy987's nonchalance dominance on Diomed. You're right, it's kind of like, I don't know if it's intentional, but unintentional way of stalling turns out.
Yeah. Those are like my least favorite games where I play in like decent defense, getting hits on the ball, and then they still score on turn 8. Like, what's the point?
That's kind of my games against Sven. Sven would like give me ball attacks, and then eventually I'd take the ball away from him 3 times. Ball would be loose on the floor, and he still ends up scoring a turn 8.
Yeah. I do think it's funny. My 2 games of CCL is playing as dwarves. My 2 touchdowns I've scored have been on bounce passes. It's like after plays like that, that's when you remember, oh, that's why I play this game.
It clears up the tackle zone so he can dodge out. And Blitz. I wonder if he's going to do that. Okay. Will he try to score this turn? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot of ones, a lot of dice.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could just go like this. Now he's gonna screen. That makes sense. Oh, 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 oh! Game on! That's actually a bit, I guess, poetic justice because of the... I don't know. These guys are all good coaches, but I just thought that there was a bit of too much dancing around the first 4 turns.
Yeah. I think when you get up 2-0, you get a little wax on your, you think you have it in hand, and you get a tenacious coach against you, and they just make your life miserable.
Yeah, like not giving up. He's still mentally in the game.
And actually, it's usually like when the player, the team that's down or whatever is the most dangerous because their give a shit is a little bit less, and so they'll do more of the crazier shit.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Not that Dio's done anything crazy yet.
Now, if Diomed could do a 3+ pickup.
Oh, hey, the worm has turned.
Oh, he's gonna foul. This is a definite foul. You're gonna have to do it. Don't think about it.
It's the KO.
Yes. It doesn't matter. It's still screened there.
Yeah.
4+ dodge. Oh no, he did do it. I thought he would dodge in. There wasn't a guard there. That was a nice recovery from Randomboy. He put he's putting a lot of ball pressure on. This is not going to be easy for Diomed. Again, because of the lack of tackle. You can't really rely on knockdowns.
Yeah. Get a lot of pushes at that point. Annoying guard elf.
Conceivably, he could. Get some sort of screen.
Or just one.
Oh, again. I mentioned that about the ghouls. I mean, the flesh golems.
Mm-hmm. I've been kind of debating with myself this whole game whether or not I'd block on him versus guard.
Yeah. That's the worst result other than a skull, because he's still stuck.
Yeah. Now where do you go?
You're just gonna have to stay there. And hope that the ball, even if it's likely gonna get knocked down, hope the ball's ugly enough that you can still try to score next turn, in the next 2 turns.
He just moves this line elf up there to cancel and QD on him.
Yeah.
Another reroll back.
You can blitz this way, push him out this way like this, to get another 2 dice from here. Oh, he already blitzed, never mind. Shoot. Silly. There we go.
Red must have graduated from Jimmy's school of reroll misery. If he doesn't finish a half with 4 rerolls, then it's a failure.
There we go. He survived it. He still has the ball.
He's got the chain to clear the ball.
Yeah, you're right.
But then where the hell's it go?
Well, I think at this point right now, just get over 3 squares past center, so that at least you can score next turn. And then maybe you do some GFIs to do and a 4+ dodge to screen.
Maybe Random fails his first dodge again and lets him score.
Yeah. He's got to move forward. Yeah. You got to blitz with the wrestle ghoul, so that it clears out that space so you can shoot forward. Oh no!
Nice. Yeah, you can put leader and then
Finally gets the pow on him.
then you'll have the one man cage down there.
This is actually pretty good. Not in the sense that the ball is protected, but you're going to have more than one person, one player in scoring position in case that the ball doesn't get picked up by Random Boy. That's actually very well done.
Yeah. It's a good play.
Now, let me just see.
It only took you 54 seconds to do it. We should just use this as Exhibit A. That good play can't be done in 1 minute. This whole tournament.
Yeah. It makes it even hard for even good coaches to make good plays because they're going to be put in a situation where they're not going to actually have an immediate answer.
Yeah. I'm still of the argument, though, that that's part of the skill of the game, is making decisions quickly with limited time.
I do agree with you. I agree with you. I think if you have infinite amount of time, and I consider 4 minutes infinite amount of time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, eventually you'll find the right play.
Yeah. What ends up happening, and this is the thing with this game, is because of the 1 minute turns, there's been some opportunities given by both coaches. And it actually allows for a lot of openings and possibilities and makes it for a more exciting game. Versus when you have two good coaches and you got 3-4 minutes, in the end they're stifling because they're just countering each other, making the right play over and over again. Reroll.
Yeah. I mean, especially when you get up to 2400 TV and you have a million skills you can use and everything. It's just, I just don't find that entertaining Blood Bowl at all.
It's entertaining in its kind of silliness.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does he do here?
I mean, you're pretty much taking it there where you're hoping for 3 1s instead of 2 1s in a row.
I just dodge.
Well, he doesn't have sidestep. I think I would have dodged out the wrestle goal and made the dodge there. At least he has dodge.
No, but the other guy had tackle. The guy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that's.
GG. Congratulations, Random Boy, and commiserations to Diomed. But Diomed, you were in the winners bracket, so you got another game tomorrow. And Random Boy, going on his hot streak from last season, is continuing to win games. All right. I'm not going to look at the dice results. I think there's more about made the game interesting in the beginning with a couple of 1 and 9s and Dub Skull that made Random Boy go up a couple of touchdowns. And then Diamond did some. I would say the second half. Random Boy gave Diomed an opportunity, not necessarily a good opportunity, but it was still an opportunity to get the ball, and there was a bit of a putzing around or kicking the ball around for 3 or 4 turns. But in the end, that 1 in 36 gave Diomed a result, possibility of a 3+ to tie the game. But it was for naught, and Random Boy goes forward to the next round. All right, folks. So that ends our stream, and
Don't we have one more?
Do we?
I think we had a third game.
We do.
I think. Let me see. Look here. So I think we get the winner of.
No, that was depending on if Jimmy won.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, we do.
Yeah, we have the loser of 15, which is Dionysian, Good Time, Wolf Bart, K Fogged. and
Oh yeah.
loser of whatever that one is.
Of
So
2.
yeah, I think we have one more.
Okay. Let me try to figure out who that might be.
All I know is Vegente's out.
Okay, so it's
Where's the Chalong? Isn't that like updated?
yeah. I'm looking at the challenge right now.
Tough Borland makes the tackle.
So I get loser of 15 with loser of. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he had any other options randomly.
So playing Colian Vamps versus loser of 15, which is Dionysian versus K-Foge. Sorry, didn't have an option for what?
Why Random Boy asked why he straight 3+ dodged at the end with the wolf.
It was a better one because you based the wrestle. No, but you had a tackle guy there.
See, that's what I thought, but you had tackle on the goal.
Yeah, so it would have just ended up being the same. Yes, that's why it would have been ended up being just adding another 2 dice roll. It was marginal. It was marginal.
Unconsciously good play by Random Boy.
So you're telling me that you lucked out of that one? I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm still gonna believe that that was by accident. Because nothing happens in Blood Bowl by purpose.
It was pure instincts.
And Crystal Hunter's out. Vegente's out.
So let's see now. So K-Foge, who's streaming that? Oh, K-Foge is streaming it. So let me just. I haven't got my streaming thing to stream Windows. So that's why I'm not showing the other games. So it's.
Maybe high elves aren't total shit considering 2 of them are in the winner's bracket. We have Colian next, right?
Yeah, Colian versus. Holy cow! There's a half left to play.
Yeah, they started late because I think they had they had an overtime game in the first round, and I think somebody fucked off for a bit. So Random Boy's off till tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
If you win the
Yeah.
first few, yeah, you're done for the day. I'm gonna be right back. Somebody's at my door.
Okay. You're listening to the Doom soundtrack? Actually, I like your build. I don't remember the lizard one because I didn't see too many of your games last time, but I'm more familiar with high elves, and I do like your build. I actually like your approach to using three catchers. Though I'm not sure you should have. I'm not sure if going with the thrower was better than maybe going with another fourth catcher. But beyond that, I like your build with the high elf team. All right, folks. I'm gonna pause the stream until the other game is completed. It's gonna be like probably half an hour. Right. Okay, I understand. Okay, that makes sense. Well, the catcher is the same price as the thrower, but it would have prevented you from three stacking one of the other players. So, so that was really the decision, right? Because you don't want to nick a catcher with, you won't have leaps with dodge, I guess. So that means that maybe you would have to have lost a tackle from your Rackle or Raj, the other Raj catcher. But here nor there. In the end, it is like, again, as I said, the build was pretty much on par. And I'm not saying I'm an authority, but it's pretty much on par with what I would have done with regards to the build setup. It does. It does. It does. But they're so slow.
They're crappy movement 6.
They're almost as bad as orc throwers.
Except for when they're aging 6 and they can just stand in the end zone and throw the ball where the hell they want.
Okay, so it's going to be about half an hour. So I'm going to close the stream up and open it up once K-Foj and those guys actually finish their game. I don't want everyone just loitering around. Okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
That sounds like a plan to me.
So I'll see you back in about 20 minutes now, I guess, for the next game. All right.
Yep, that'll work.
All right.
All right, see you.
Yeah.